Hi everyone. I just want to have like a quick conversation or start a conversation or join a conversation about something that just happened recently, and I'm a little taken back and a little mad about it. And I was just, I volunteer a lot with kids. I have a lot of kids always around my house. I have a lot of my own kids. Very passionate about teaching children and helping children and giving them the things they need, the tools to self-regulate, to cope, to handle all the crap that's going to be thrown their way when they become adults. So when I was having this conversation with a young girl recently about doing something, she told me she couldn't do something because she wasn't skinny. I was like, excuse me? She's like, I don't look like you. And I was so taken back. Like, what kind of a answer is that? Like, you can't do something. You're like, you're not even 10, like you're 8. I think she was like 8 or something. Like, what kind of mentality are we giving our children? You know? They're so caught up in their appearances, and their self-worth is defined by appearance, and whether they're tall enough, hair is long enough, curly enough, straight enough, whether they have freckles or they don't have freckles, they're wearing makeup at, like, I don't know, do people go to kindergarten with makeup on these days? It seems like it's getting completely out of control. And to see this girl who's her whole life ahead of her telling me she can't do something because she's not skinny. And what kind of a word is skinny anyways? I hate that word. Oh, skinny. You're not skinny. I'm not skinny. I'm strong. I wish she'd focus on her strengths. I think that's what needs to happen. I think we need to point out we need to, personally, as parents, as adults, we need to focus on our own strengths. Our children see everything. What are we doing when we look in the mirror? Are we picking ourselves apart? Are we pulling our wrinkles back? Are we pulling our shirts out? Hauling our pants up so they buy the high-waisted pants and cover up our mommy tummies? What are we doing? What do we see all over magazines? The airbrushing, the filters. Like, do we post pictures anymore without filters? Probably not. I just thought it was heartbreaking. She's not even 10. We didn't even let our kids get into the double digits. You know what I mean? She didn't even make it to the double digits before she's already tearing herself apart. So I guess my question is, what would you say? What would you tell your younger self? What would you tell your daughter? What would you do? We want to have warriors. We need warriors to rule the world. We don't want people who feel they're not enough, that their worth is defined by their appearance. Outside appearance is nothing. Nothing. How we look, oh, it makes me so mad. How we look means nothing. Anyways, that's my thought. That's what happened recently. And I wanted to start a conversation about it. So, what would you say? What would you do? Not even 10. They're not even 10. Our kids aren't even 10. And they feel like they're not enough. To me, that's a problem. And I have kids, and I have a little girl, and I have nieces. You don't want them to feel that stress and the weight of not being enough. Of course you're enough. You can do anything. You can do anything. What would you say? Comment below. Let's start a conversation, because it's ridiculous. Let's get them to 10. Let them at least get to 10 before they get their makeup on and they think they're not enough.